This last query will carry you to your subsequent step. Perfect white Labrador, my mom, gray hair. Wisdom highlights American flag shirt on this family exercise. My household and that I began to consider our Christmas card images earlier this month, and we contacted a perfect white Labrador, my mom, gray hair. Wisdom highlights. This permits me to now transfer on to my subsequent financial savings purpose. Finest neighborhood ever. Once you transfer right into a neighborhood, you hope to get good neighbors. On this neighborhood, they actually went above and previous for his or her sick neighbor. Take 10 minutes to perfect white Labrador, my mom, gray hair. Wisdom highlights American flag shirt. Get started with Good Friday. In the meantime, Jesus stood sooner than the governor, and the governor requested him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" Once they acquired to Golgotha, place of the cranium, they drove nails by the use of his wrists and ankles and nailed him to a cross that held this mocking inscription, "The King of the Jews." As he held on the cross, people talked about, "He saved others. Himself he cannot save." Nonetheless, why name the day of Jesus' demise, Good Friday, as a substitute for Unhealthy Friday, or one thing comparable? Perfect white Labrador, my mom, gray hair. Wisdom highlights American flag shirt. Ladies tee, long sleeved, sweater and hoodie. Long sleeved, ladies tee, hoodie, sweater. Some Christian traditions do take this method. In perfect white Labrador, my mom, gray hair. Wisdom highlights American flag shirt. German. For instance, the day is known as Karfreitag, or Sorrowful Friday, in English. In fact, the origin of the time period, good, is debated. Some imagine it developed from an older established God's Friday. Regardless of the origin, the identity Good Friday is solely acceptable as a result of the struggling and demise of Jesus. As horrible because it was, marked the dramatic fruits of God's plan to keep away from losing his folks from their sins. Early in the morning, all of the chief clergymen and the elders of the people made their plans on how one can have Jesus executed. 53 They took Jesus to the extreme priest, and the entire chief clergyman, the elders, and the lecturers of the regulation acquired right here collectively. 27 Then the governor's troopers took Jesus. It's Hades that we truly cope with correct now. Into the praetorium and gathered the entire agency of troopers spherical him. Throughout his flogging, the troopers tormented Jesus, crowning him with thorns and mock. For Jesus, understanding all that was going to happen to him, went out and requested them, "Who's it you need?" 56 Many perfect white Labrador, my mom, gray hair. Wisdom highlights American flag shirt. Testified falsely in the direction of him. Nevertheless, their statements didn't agree. 35 When that they'd crucified him, they divided up his garments by casting tons. Good Friday commemorates the day Jesus was crucified. Pilate washed his arms of the matter to say his innocence of Jesus' demise. Then ordered Jesus to be scourged, after which crucified. Then they arrested him. The Sanhedrin needed Jesus lifeless and had him arrested for heresy. Matt. 55 The chief clergyman and the entire Sanhedrin have been trying to find proof. Other products.